Come with me to a place of wondrous contradictions. A place that is silent and unstirring, yet restless and alive. A place of untold peace and boundless dread. Come with me into the very cradle of darkness, where those who dwell alone. Croft International, resting securely on the Fortune 500. Thanks to CEO Blaine Croft, it offers unique advancement opportunities to hungry young executives, unlike those of any other corporation.
Which is why anyone who does not have a cost-cutting proposal on my desk first thing in the morning will be out of a job. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. Judith, I want you to stay behind. Rob, Ethan, you two. Three of you, take a seat. In the time you've been working for me, I've observed that each of you possesses a unique and valuable quality. Ethan, for example, is a consummate risk-taker, afraid of nothing. Rob seems to have an infinite source of vitality, someone of rare energy and drive. And Judith, I think we both know what your strongest quality is. I'll come to the point. I want to invite you all to join me tonight in a game of chance. Just the four of us. I assume you're all familiar with the rules of poker?
Hey, poker's my middle name.
I'll have to cancel my plans this evening, but count me in.
With all due respect, Mr. Croft, I don't believe in gambling.
I think you'll change your mind when you hear the stakes. The person lucky enough to win tonight's game will be the new CEO of Croft International. That person will have the power to shape the future direction of this company in any way that he or she wishes.
Pardon me, sir, but it sounds too good to be true.
And what sort of a buy-in are we talking about here?
All the money you need will be provided for you, which, by the way, the winner will also be allowed to keep. I assure you this will be a game unlike any you've ever played. So, shall we say 8 o'clock this evening? The game is 5-card draw, table stakes. As you see, we'll each be starting with $250,000.
Somebody pinch me, tell me I'm dreaming this.
Whoever wins will walk away with $1 million and the reins to this company. But if you lose, you give up everything you came to the table with.
What if you win, Mr. Croft? What do you get out of this?
Perhaps the reassurance that I'm the only one fit to run this company.
What was that you said about not believing in gambling?
If I had this company to run, a lot of good causes could be funded. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices for the things you believe in.
Ethan, I believe it's your bet.
Okay. Let's start things out with a bang. I'll open with 10 grand.
Better pace yourself, pal. It's gonna be a long night. I'll call.
Too rich for my blood.
I fold as well.
I'll take 2.
Oh, I only need 1.
Okay, Robbie boy. Let's see what you're made of. 25 grand in the blind.
All right. I see you're 25, and I'll raise you 50 more.
I say you're bluffing.
There's only one way to find out, right?
Read 'em and weep. Trip cowboys.
Not so fast. 9's full. Come to Papa.
Beginner's luck. Come on, let's deal the next hand. I don't believe my luck tonight.
Maybe luck has nothing to do with it, Heath.
Let's try to keep this game friendly.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. If you weren't just folding your hands, maybe you'd realize we're playing for big stakes here. Hey guys, did you hear that?
Hear what?
There it is again. Sounds like somebody shoveling dirt.
Ethan, you don't seem your usual fearless self. You okay?
What the hell is going on here?
Ethan, what are you talking about?
Don't mess with my head. He's right over there.
Perhaps we should all take a short break.
Don't forget, Ethan. This is just a game.
No. No, don't you remember what he said? If we lose everything we came to the table with. What did he mean by that?
Are we ready to resume our game? I'm suddenly feeling very bold tonight. So, Ethan, I'll see your bet and raise you 75,000.
I have to fold.
Me too. It's all up to you, Heath.
I guess it's just you and me now. Your play. You know what they call that, don't you? Dead man's hand. All hearts. I'm afraid you've lost, son.
So much for Mr. Fearless.
Some people just can't stand losing. That's to you, Judith.
I'm out.
I don't seem to be needing these anymore. Rob, I call. I have 2 pair.
Finally. About time my luck changed. Queen high straight.
Obviously, you didn't hear me very well. I said 2 pair. 2 pair of 4s.
I think we better take another break, Mr. Croft.
If you insist. I feel like I'm just getting my second wind.
Rob, what is it?
I'm so tired. Oh, I've never felt this tired in my life.
2 coffees, black.
He's gotta be cheating. There's no other way.
I thought of that, but I would have caught him by now.
Since when are you the expert?
Saw my dad cheat at cards for years. Watched him pull every scam in the book. I also saw the price he paid for cheating. Bullet in the chest. Yeah, I learned all the tricks from him. Rob, what's wrong? I've never seen you like this.
I'll be fine. Just let me catch my breath.
Come on, people. We've got a game to finish.
I call you, Croft. What do you have?
I don't know. I haven't looked yet.
You raised me 125 grand on a hand you didn't even look at.
I was going for a flush. Let's see if I made it. Well, what do you know?
That's impossible. You cheated!
Now, Rob, let's not be a sore loser.
What the hell's going on? What are you doing to me?
Rob, take it easy.
You really disappointed me, Rob. I actually thought you'd last longer. You knew the rules. Winner takes all.
Rob? Rob! Call a doctor! You killed him.
Wrong, Judith. I simply won. Can I get you something at the bar?
I'm getting out of here.
You can't leave, Judith, until the game is finished.
Game? Is that what you call this?
It's not just a card game. Surely you've figured that out by now.
You destroyed 2 men tonight, God knows how.
Remember when I said that each of you had a special quality that I admired? Well, perhaps admire is the wrong word. Now all I need is what you have to offer me.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your ruthlessness, Judith.
My ruthlessness? Aren't you talking about yourself, Croft? The man who's exploited his way to the top?
It cuts both ways. Aren't you the one that fought to close our third world factories, even if it meant putting half of our overseas sales force out of work? The only difference between you and me is that you do it with a bleeding heart.
You can tell that to the police.
I'm so glad you decided to come back. Shall we finish the game? You were cautious before. Now you're getting careless. Wonder what your father would say.
What?
We both know you got your killer instinct from dear old Dad.
You don't know anything about my father.
I know you've always been ashamed of him. That's why you've dedicated yourself to saving the world. To atone for those lost souls you watched your father rob and cheat. But like it or not, he gave you that quality you've spent your whole life trying to run away from. That same quality you hate so much in me.
Look, why don't we dispense with the psychological warfare and get down to brass tacks?
I'm intrigued. What do you have in mind?
One hand. For all the marbles. Winner take all.
I knew you still had a little of the ruthlessness left. I believe it's my deal. It's up to you, Judith.
Just a second, I'm thinking.
What'd your old man always teach you? Don't think, baby. Play from the gut.
Something wrong?
No. No, I just thought that I heard.
He's got a lousy pair of nines. Now be daddy's little girl and play those aces.
How many cards, Judith?
Cards?
How many cards?
I'll take one.
I'm Pat. No cards for me.
So, I guess this is it.
I'm afraid it is. What do you got?
You first.
Full house. I wish I could say I was sorry, but at least this way you'll be spared the humiliation of a long, drawn-out end. Wait. What's happening?
You didn't give me a chance to show you my hand.
How? I had you beat! But now I did!
Like you said, Croft, ruthlessness cuts both ways. Results, people. I have not been running this company for 38 years to see it fall behind our competitors now. That's why I want jobs cut, benefits slashed. And any one of you that doesn't improve the efficiency of your departments will be fired. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. Adam, I'd like you to stay behind. Keith, Elizabeth, you two. Now then, I assume you're all familiar with the rules of poker?
The thrill of victory the agony of defeat. Who among us has not experienced both? Yet by winning, Judith Cale has also lost something. Perhaps the very thing that made her strive to win in the first place. Come with me to a place of wondrous contradictions. A place that is silent and unstirring, yet restless and alive. A place of untold peace and boundless dread. Come with me into the very cradle of darkness, where those who dwell alone. 10 months ago, motivational guru Doug Swift set out to conquer the treacherous east face of Mount McKinley. When neither Swift nor his guide returned, it was presumed they had both died in a climbing accident, their frozen bodies lost in one of the unreachable chasms near the summit. Which was exactly what Doug Swift wanted everyone to believe. But even hiding out on a remote Pacific island can't make Swift, or Art Jones, as he now calls himself, escape the cold reality of what plagues him.
Hello?
It's me.
Karen, I told you it's not safe to call yet.
Don't worry, I'm using a payphone. Guess what came in the mail today? A letter from the insurance company saying the investigation's over. Which means tomorrow, I go to the lawyer's office where they'll hand me a check for $10 million as your grieving widow and sole heir.
Honey, listen to me. We waited 10 long months for this. Let's not get too excited just yet.
It's okay, your plan worked. In 3 days, we'll be reunited in Jakarta, filthy rich and ready to start a new life.
Remember what I told you. Most goals are never achieved because of a loss of focus at the last critical moment, right?
I know, honey. I wrote it on the bathroom mirror like you suggested. If it wasn't for all your positive thinking, your incredible confidence...
Karen, no more calls. Are you hearing me on this?
I promise, sweetheart. Just think, only 3 more days and you'll be off that godforsaken little island.
3 more days. Just a matter of staying cool. Okay, gotta go. Bye. I had that dream again last night. I was back on the mountain, in the blizzard, and I heard the guide scream. What if he didn't die after I pushed him? What if he was still alive, lying there for hours, feeling his blood start to freeze until finally he just... There you go again. Programming your unconscious with negative thoughts. Enough with the psychobabble, okay? In case you forgot, that psychobabble bought you a Rolls, a mansion, a country club membership, until you gambled it all away. I just had some bad luck, that's all. Bad luck is one of the excuses that unsuccessful people use to justify their failures. One of your own pearls of wisdom. Look, all I'm saying is I feel bad for that guy. I mean, I didn't even know him. Whether he was married, had any kids. You planned it that way, remember? Like you planned every detail. Right down to choosing an inaccessible crevasse to push him into to make the accident look real while assuring that the body would never be found. Let's face it, it was the perfect crime. So why do I keep thinking I'm about to get busted? Chapter 3. To achieve success, stop thinking about the past and focus on the goal at hand. I strongly suggest you take your own advice to heart. It's easy for you to say, because you haven't been cooped up in this hellhole for nearly a year. Remember your mantra. I'm strong, I'm fearless, and I create my own destiny. I am hot, I am tired, and I'm bored out of my mind. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Say it. I'm strong, I'm fearless, I create my own destiny. See, don't you feel better? Yeah, actually I do. Let's look at it this way. These are the last few days of discomfort you'll ever have, so why not enjoy them, huh? Come on, sport. You can take the heat a little longer.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me your ancestors used to feed people like this? Before throwing them into a pot and serving them for dinner?
It's just to say thanks for your words of encouragement.
What words were those?
About getting in touch with my higher goals. I got a raise at the hotel.
Really? Oh. In that case, I think we should celebrate.
Art. I can't wait to leave this island and see the world. You did mean it about taking me with you.
Of course, Malia. I meant it.
Oh, I forgot to mention. There were 2 men asking for you today.
What 2 men?
In the village. Maybe they were looking for someone else. They only asked for an American.
What'd you tell them?
Nothing. Remember what you told me when you first hired me to cook and clean? How you came here for privacy? Privacy you didn't have as a famous writer?
Did you feel that?
What?
The wind just now. So cold.
In this terrible heat? You're just teasing me.
No. It was almost like one of those storm gusts that whip up the snow in the mountains. You must have felt it.
You know I've never felt cold before in my life. That it's my dream to see snow. Oh, I'm late for work. I'll be back in the morning. Bright and early.
It's all in your head, big guy. There are plenty of Americans down here. Yeah, but what if it was me that they were looking for? Well, to quote a certain pundit of positive thinking, 80% of fears are based on things that will never happen. All right. I said that, didn't I?
No!
I don't care what it costs. I need to charter that boat tonight. What do you mean they're all out fishing? Okay then, first thing in the morning, you hear me? First thing! Yeah. That's the spirit, buddy. You just gotta be proactive. Now, who the hell is that? Remember the theme of your first cassette series? A winner always sees the unknown as a challenge, not a problem. Hello.
Honey, I've got it. I'm holding the check in my hand.
Karen, I thought you promised.
First thing in the morning, I'll take it to the bank. Then as soon as it clears, it'll be wired to the numbered account in Jakarta.
Great. Now, will you please hang up?
Darling, something strange happened. It's probably nothing, but I thought you should know about.
What happened? What happened?
Well, the insurance company...
Karen! 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 Where do you think you're going? The boat won't be ready until tomorrow. I don't care. I'm getting as far away from this place as I can. In other words, you're afraid to confront an unresolved issue. Don't start with the self-improvement bull again. You're getting angry. That's good. Anger is the first step to overcoming a negative thought pattern. You saw it, right? The snow, the tracks, and then the face in the window. There you go again, giving up your power to fear. This is not a bad marriage or an eating disorder that we're talking about. What this is about is the guy that I killed up on that mountain who's decided to pay me back. Remember the name of that workshop you did in Cleveland? Problem identified, problem solved. What's motivating you to create this illusion? It's not an illusion. It was real. Bottom line, pal, there are 2 live guys on this island who may be looking for you. Why blow it all now after all these months of hell? It's the bottom of the 9th, bases are loaded, and you're batting 1,000. All you have to do now is wait 12 hours for that boat, and you've hit the grand slam. Hello?
Thank God I got through. The line went dead. I was worried sick something happened to you.
Karen, before we got cut off, you said something strange happened.
Right. I got a call from the insurance company. They want to talk to me.
About what?
That's just it. I don't know. What should I do? What if they found out the truth?
Karen, listen to me. 80% of our fear is based on things that will never happen.
Thank you, sweetheart. You always know how to make me feel better.
Like you said, it's probably nothing. You just have to keep your head no matter what.
Thank God one of us is strong.
And no more calls unless it's an emergency, okay?
I'll be so happy when this is over. Okay, I'm hanging up now. I love you.
Yeah, me too.
Art? What's wrong?
He was right here. He broke down the door.
There's nothing to worry about. I brought somebody who can help you.
Not those men who were looking for me.
Actually, it's somebody you know. Someone who's helped you before.
God. No!
You did such a good job pretending your own death. Maybe you're not pretending anymore. Maybe you never were.
Swift residence.
Karen, is that you?
I'm sorry, sir, but Mrs. Swift is under sedation. She's unable to come to the phone.
Sedation? What do you mean? I mean, who the hell's this?
I'm a nurse. Mrs. Swift had a breakdown after identifying the body this morning.
The body?
The one they found on the mountain. Turns out it was definitely her husband.
Her husband? I don't understand.
Yes, the poor man died in a climbing accident 10 months ago. Seems Mrs. Swift was under the delusion that he was still alive.
Here you are, hours away from glory, and you risk blowing your cover by calling your wife on a traceable line. What if Malia was right? What if I am dead? Art, buddy, it was just a dream, remember? What about the phone call? Was that a dream, too? No, you said it yourself. You're hot, you're tired, you're bored out of your mind. Isn't it obvious that this is all in your head? Go on, answer it. You're still in control, aren't you? Hello?
Honey, it's me.
Karen?
I'm at the airport. The money's been transferred. We're home free.
But what about the body?
What body?
The one they flew back from McKinley, the one the nurse said you ID'd as mine. I mean, that's the reason the insurance company called you, isn't it?
Sweetheart, it was just a misunderstanding. They called me in to sign some forms. What was that about a nurse?
Nothing. No, forget it. It was just a bad dream I had.
Just think, only 2 more days. In 48 hours, we'll be sipping champagne in Jakarta, starting our new life together.
I can't wait to see you again. It feels like a lifetime since we held each other. Karen, I love you so much.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Bye.
Who's Karen?
Malia.
All those promises you made, they were nothing but lies.
Oh, no, let me explain.
I was a fool not to believe those men when they said you were married.
What are you talking about?
They showed me your picture. They said you killed an innocent man to fake your own death so you and your wife could steal insurance money. It's true, isn't it? Isn't it?
Where are you going?
Where do you think?
Oh, no. I spent 10 months sweating my brains out down here. I'll be damned if you're going to ruin it all now.
Let me go!
Oh, no. 80% of fears are based on things that will never happen. And this is never going to happen. That wind. Can't you feel it?
He's so cold. As if he's been dead for a long, long time.
Folklore has it that the most painless way to die is to succumb to the cold. But what if there's a cold that can't be measured in degrees? Perhaps there are terrors that linger long after life has been put to rest by its icy grip.